While we may have very little control or not over natural disasters, there were cases of avoidable disasters that occurred this year. The effect of climate change were more evident this year. Well, how far the awareness on the changing environment had gone and the measures to be taken to manage it cannot be ascertained. But with the sharp fluctuation in weather conditions from extremely hot to extremely cold, a breathing ground for diseases was birthed. One of such was cholera. The epidemic broke out as predicted, killing hundreds of Nigerians. According to the Federal Ministry of Health, from the 1st of January to December, over 23,000 cases were reported, with over 1,000 deaths recorded across various states on a monthly basis. With a deadline to the Millennium Development Goal only a few years away, medical experts say this development paints a gloomy picture towards achieving that goal. Well, another avoidable disaster in 2011 was the collapse of several buildings across Lagos. While some say one does not have to be a soothsayer to predict the fate of these collapsed buildings, which also claimed lives, no one expected the popular building on number 11 at Bay Street on Maryland to join the list. The building, which hosted the Chartered Institute of Taxation among others, had done so for years, with the exterior revealing no signs of weakness. But for the warning signs observed by the occupants, many would have been trapped or killed. While the Lagos State Commissioner expressed shock over the collapse, stating that only government-approved experts would be allowed to build high-rise buildings in the state in order to check the use of substandard materials, what he vowed to curb came knocking at his domain, as no fewer than 5 persons, including one ministry official, were trapped as a one-story building by the Ministry of Environment in the premises of the Ministry of Environment caved in 2 weeks ago. Now, Lagos State government revokes the C of O of collapsed buildings. The question now is, who is to revoke the collapsed building in the premises of the Ministry of Environment? Well, that's a matter for another day. Another avoidable incident which claimed over 3,000 lives in 2011 were road crashes. In November the 7th, 2011, a fatal car accident along Auchi-Okene Road killed all passengers in the bus. Many have attributed this to the poor state of the Auchi-Okene Road. Another fatal accident along the Benin-Lagos Road claimed 11 lives. The Abuja-Lokoja Expressway was another. The list is endless. With the number of deaths recorded so far owing to obvious hazards such as bad roads, drunk driving, non-availability of functional cars and street lights, poor maintenance of roads and vehicles, overloading and speed violation, the incident of road crashes is not common to just a group of people. Anyone can fall victim. The country lost Nigeria's ambassador to Sao Tome and Principe, Alhaji Saidu Shatima Pinda, to a road accident on the Kaduna-Zaria Road in Kaduna State. In spite of the high number recorded this year, Lagos State Sector Commander of the FRSC, Mr. Jonas Ago, says the number of deaths recorded in 2011 were fair compared to 2010, where 4,065 people lost their lives to road crashes.
The result we've had shows that yes, we must keep the momentum of this campaign. So from January, we want to ensure that rather than wait till December, at the various parks, we'll pick specific days. It could be a random thing, maybe 2 or 3 times in a week. We want to be sure that our men are there at the parks, checking vehicles, checking drivers, and we want to extend the same message to private car owners.
The year 2011 also recorded the passing on of some notable Nigerians. Publisher of Guardian newspapers, Alex Ibru, passed on in the month of November. On November the 25th, a former Biafran leader, 78-year-old Dim Odumegwu Ojukwu, passed on. Now, former Chief of General Staff and Military Vice President to General Ibrahim Babangida also passed on August the 17th this year. Also in August, former Speaker of the House of Representatives, Chief Edwin Ume Ezoke, died in August. Earlier in the year, on the 6th of January, the sporting world lost 43-year-old Nigerian footballer Uche Okafor, who died in the United States. Another footballer, 25-year-old Olubayo Adefemi, died in a car accident in Greece in April. Now, 32-year-old Echendo Adiele also passed on July the 18th. Away from sports, the entertainment industry also had their share of losses. On the 20th of April, famous Nollywood actor Ashley Nwosu died. Veteran actor 69-year-old Sam Loko Efe also passed on August the 7th. Another female actress, Geraldine Ikocha, died in September. Tragedy was still to rock the entertainment industry, with the passing on of renowned musician Christy Esienimokwe in July. Obiajulu Nwozo, also known as MC Loaf, also died in September in a car crash. In March, upcoming comedian, popularly known as CD John, bid the world goodbye. Of course, we cannot forget the reported shocking murder of Titi Arowolo, who was allegedly killed by her husband of 3 years. Now, before I round up, you will recall the reality of climate change never hit home like it did this year, affecting almost everyone, from floods to the outbreak of cholera. Now, the belief that global warming in Nigeria is not as bad as experienced in other countries, the occurrences this year surely did clear our doubts. As we step into 2012, more predictions are likely to be made. Now, what we do with these predictions and safety warnings are up to all of us, and not just the government alone. So do remember, keep the world green. Protect plants and animals. Plant a tree today. I'm Onye Sunday. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.